Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. BNB spoilers, Ridge and Brooke determined to find the truth. The bold and the beautiful BNB spoilers document that Ridge Forrester Torsten K sensed something was off with Taylor Hayes' Rebecca Budig. He knows his two-time ex-wife better than anyone, including their children. Brooke Logan Catherine Kelly Lang began to feel the same way as Ridge after she had an unexpected conversation with her longtime rival. A second chance at friendship also appears to be in the air this fall. The suddenness of Taylor's heart failure storyline places an intense focus on the immediate future, with fans wondering if the recast to Budig was made to create a farewell storyline. Fans love the location shoots. Following a few years of hiatus due to worldwide health concerns, recent trips have been memorable. The Monte Carlo fashion event went exceedingly well. Love was in the air as one of this show's all-time leading couples enjoyed plenty of personal time apart from their business success. So, seeing Taylor reappear at a distance, with her head covered and peering at Bridge, was a nice surprise. The scene implied another go-round rivalry was in the offing. But that is not the initial plot plan. Ironically, Taylor is happy that Ridge and Brooke are happy. She feels that way because of what was admitted to Lee Nozawa Naomi Matsuda. Taylor confided in her fellow mother-in-law, telling Lee that she was diagnosed with heart failure. That is the reason why Taylor returned from her latest world travels. The sun dipped below the Los Angeles skyline, casting a golden glow over Forrester Creations, where secrets often seem to lurk in the shadows of success. Ridge Forrester stood by the office window, his jaw tight, his eyes narrowing as if trying to pierce through the veils of deceit that had recently enveloped their lives. Beside him, Brooke Logan sipped her tea, her usual sparkle dimmed but her resolve unmistakably sharp. Together, they were a formidable duo bound by love, shared history, and a common mission: uncover the truth. The whispered lies. Something isn't adding up, Ridge murmured, his tone as sharp as the cut of his finest suit. His hands were stuffed into his pockets, but his restless energy betrayed him. Brooke nodded, setting her teacup down with deliberate precision. You're right. Thomas is acting strange. And don't get me started on Sheila. Why is she even still in our orbit? Sheila Carter, the name alone sent shivers down Brooke's spine. Though banished from their lives countless times, she had an uncanny knack for slithering back into the picture. Ridge shared her wariness. Sheila's unpredictability was a storm they couldn't afford to ignore. I had Carter look into a few things, Ridge admitted, turning to face Brooke. Nothing concrete yet, but there's chatter about Sheila trying to worm her way into Deacon's business. That can't be a coincidence. Brooke's eyes widened, her lips parting as realization dawned. You think Sheila's using Deacon to manipulate us, or maybe she's setting the stage for something even worse? Ridge's silence was telling. Suspicious allies. Later that evening, the pair convened at the Forrester estate, a sanctuary that had borne witness to countless family dramas. Steffi had dropped by earlier, bringing with her a cryptic warning: don't trust anyone too easily, Dad. There's more going on than you realize. Brooke couldn't shake the feeling that Steffi knew more than she was letting on. She and Finn had been tight-lipped since their return from Monaco, and their reluctance to delve into details about Sheila's sudden re-emergence was alarming. Steffi's hiding something, Brooke whispered as Ridge poured them each a glass of wine. I love her, but she's holding back. And Finn, he's practically a vault. Ridge swirled his glass, contemplating his next move. They've been through a lot. Maybe it's self-preservation. Or maybe, Brooke interjected, her voice tinged with suspicion, they're trying to protect someone. Someone like Taylor. The mention of his ex-wife made Ridge's brow furrow. Taylor had always been the moral compass of their chaotic world, but she, too, had her blind spots, particularly where their children were concerned. Digging for answers. Determined to get to the bottom of things, Brooke and Ridge began to piece together the fragments of information they gathered. Brooke reached out to Hope, hoping her daughter's connection to Deacon might yield insights. "Mom," Hope said over the phone, her voice a mix of concern and hesitation, "I don't know much, but Deacon has been acting different. Like he's hiding something. When I asked about Sheila, he completely shut down." Brooke's heart sank. Deacon's involvement with Sheila wasn't just a passing concern, it was a ticking time bomb. She relayed the information to Ridge, who immediately called in a favor from a private investigator. "We need eyes on Deacon," Ridge said firmly. "If he's harboring Sheila, this goes beyond family drama. It's a threat." The unexpected twist. Days later, the investigator delivered shocking news. Sheila had been spotted meeting not only with Deacon but also with Bill Spencer. The revelation floored Brooke and Ridge. Bill, whose moral compass often wavered, had no reason to align himself with someone as dangerous as Sheila, or did he? "Bill's up to something," Ridge growled. "And whatever it is, it's bad." Brooke's mind raced. Bill's ties to their family were complex, his love for Katie and occasional dalliances with Brooke herself often at odds with his ruthless business practices. Could Sheila have leverage on him, or worse, could he be willingly colluding with her? "I'll talk to Katie," Brooke said decisively. "If anyone can get through to Bill, it's her." The confrontation. The following morning, Brooke met Katie at Il Giardino, their favorite spot for heart-to-hearts. Over cappuccinos, Brooke laid out her concerns, careful not to alarm her sister but firm in her resolve. "Bill's in over his head," Katie admitted after a long pause. "I've noticed the late-night calls, the cryptic texts. He won't talk to me, but I can feel it, Brooke. He's hiding something big." Brooke reached across the table, squeezing Katie's hand. "Then we need to make him talk." Meanwhile, Ridge took a more direct approach. He stormed into Bill's office, his temper barely in check. "What the hell are you doing with Sheila Carter?" Bill didn't flinch. Instead, he leaned back in his chair, a smirk playing on his lips. "You have no idea what's at stake, Ridge. Stay out of it." The response only fueled Ridge's anger. "If you're putting my family in danger, you won't get away with it." Bill's eyes darkened. "This isn't about your family, Ridge. It's bigger than you think." Unraveling the truth. That night, Brooke and Ridge reconvened, their frustration palpable. "He's stonewalling," Ridge admitted. "But he slipped. Whatever Sheila's planning, Bill knows." Brooke, ever the optimist, refused to lose hope. "Then we'll find out another way. We always do." Their determination paid off sooner than expected. A cryptic message from the investigator led them to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city. Armed with flashlights and unshakable resolve, they entered the dimly lit space, their hearts pounding. What they found shocked them to their core. Stacks of documents, photos, and recordings painted a chilling picture. Sheila wasn't just targeting the foresters, she was orchestrating a web of deceit that ensnared everyone from Deacon to Bill and even Taylor. The fallout. As Ridge and Brooke absorbed the implications, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. It was Sheila, her eyes glinting with malice. "I knew you'd come snooping," she purred, her voice dripping with menace. "But you're too late. The game's already in motion." Ridge stepped forward, his fury blazing. Whatever you're planning, it ends now. But Sheila only laughed, her confidence unshaken. Oh, Ridge. You have no idea what's coming. Brooke tightened her grip on Ridge's arm, her gaze locked on Sheila. You won't win, Sheila. Not this time. As the confrontation escalated, one thing became clear, the fight for the truth was far from over. Ridge and Brooke were more determined than ever, but with Sheila pulling the strings, the stakes had never been higher. 4-0.